This is Gary Turner. But most people know him by a different name, Elastic Man. He took the Guinness World Record for the stretchiest skin all the way back in 1999. And nobody has been able to beat him since. His performances might look uncomfortable, but actually he can stretch his skin without any pain. This is all because of an extreme case of Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, a genetic disorder that can affect ligaments, internal organs, and of course the skin. As a result of this, his skin is super stretchy because of defective collagen, but it's not without problems. Any wounds in his skin take a long time to heal, and he had to quit football because of it. But these days it's not too much of a problem, and he uses his stretchy skin to his advantage by working as a sideshow performer. Devendra Suter. Most of us learnt to count on our fingers, and sometimes our toes too, but Devendra Suter would have been very confused if he'd tried. That's because instead of 20 fingers and toes he has 28. That's 2 extra fingers on each hand, and 2 extra toes on each foot. While it's not that uncommon to have an extra 1 or 2, his specific form of polydactylism is extremely rare, so rare in fact, that he holds the Guinness World Record for the largest number of fingers and toes in the world. So what would someone with extra fingers choose to do for a living? He's a carpenter? It seems unwise for someone with extra fingers to choose a job where people with only 10 fingers regularly cut one off, and he does say he has to be extra careful, but the extra concentration hopefully makes him particularly good at carpentry. This is Jyoti Kasanjiamch. She's from India, and she's the world's shortest living woman. It was first discovered that she wasn't growing like a normal child at the age of. The doctors realized she had a rare form of dwarfism known as achondroplasia, which meant that she would never grow beyond a certain height. At 15 years old she got her first Guinness World Record for being the shortest living teenager. And she really was tiny. At that point, she was only 9 pounds heavier than she was when she was born. She now has her second Guinness World Record for shortest living woman, standing at only foot and 0.7 inches too. Her life isn't always easy, and all her clothes, shoes and even her plates and cutlery need to be made especially for her, but she's also achieved her dreams of being able to travel and becoming a household name. Sultan Kosen's feet are the only part of him that's been beaten by something larger. The tallest living man has very few rivals. He's one of only 10 men in all human history that has been reliably measured at over 8 foot tall. He's actually 8 foot 2.8 inches, but he didn't always tower over everyone. He only started his unusual growth spurt at the age of 10. It was caused by a tumor causing his pituitary gland to produce too much growth hormone. But luckily his Guinness World Record fame meant surgery and gave him the life-saving surgery. He needed to remove the tumor completely for free. And that's not all he's happy about. He also fulfilled his dream of falling in love and getting married, and he can finally get clothes made that actually fit him. Lauren Cook, the world's farthest eyebrow protrusion. It's interesting to see people with outlandish skills, but they can be scary at the same time. Globalization is a condition where the eye is displaced outside the orbital rim. While this could be dangerous, Lauren Cook does it effortlessly. In fact, she won a chopping 2,500 after she contested in Ripley's Believe or Not. The woman said she noticed her unusual talent in 7th grade when she mistakenly stuck pencils behind her eyes. Her friends who witnessed her eyes pop out freaked out, but she didn't know why. When she went to the mirror she saw things for herself. She was shocked to how far her eyes could go. When asked how she makes her eyes pop out, she said she uses her hand to open her eyelids wide so what the muscles push them out. Once she relaxes her muscles, the eyes slip back. She also experiences protrusion when she yawns. She holds the record for the farthest eyeball protrusion on the planet. Measuring 0,47 inches in 2004, she made it to the top 10 feats of all time. Larry Gomez. The world's hairiest man. Larry Gomez, the world's hairiest man, has risen above. He is proud of his hair and skin, knowing there's nothing he can do about it. Larry was born with a rare disorder called hypertrichosis. This condition has coated 98% of his skin with thick dark hair. The Californian, who was nicknamed Wolfman, said the condition affects some members of family too. As a child he was ostracized because of his appearance. This disorder affects less than 100 people in the world. This young man has found himself confident since he began to love himself. He's married to Alicia Martinez, whom he met in 2011. Larry hopes that people look beyond physical appearance and hopes that his story would inspire others. He has 3 other members who suffer from the same condition, but he happens to be the worst hit. He grooms his hair quickly, but it grows back almost immediately when Larry feeds on the hopeless YouTube channel Wizard of Oz TV. He taught extensively about his experience. Cathy Jung. The slimmest waist on the world planet. Some people are born with natural skills. Others acquire it through hard work. Call Cathy drunk crazy all you want, but she surely didn't back off her dreams. This woman from North Carolina has enjoyed more than 40 years of pain to shrink her waist to 10 inches in diameter. Her waist is almost the same size as a regular drive mayonnaise. By consistent wearing training belts and corsets, her love for Victoria's Secret clothes motivated her to enhance her looks. As of 1983 she wore a corset for 23 hours a day. She didn't achieve his feat alone thanks to her supportive husband Bob. She stayed true to her routine as he encouraged her every step of the way. He's also a physician, so he ensured she didn't destroy her vital organs in the process. Looking at her waist, you may imagine she may have home under the knife to haste in the process. Ironically, the mother too has never had any surgery but adheres strictly to a particular diet. When she started she didn't hope to set any record, but she accepted her new stay as wholeheartedly when it came. With this modification you could, despite that jungle, miss out on a lot of things. She drives only specialized cars and sits on customized chairs.